I don't think this is really a good idea.
No cup?
No cup, no mask, just a chest protector. That's how much I believe in this chest protector. It's real. Yeah! Only 365 days till hockey season. All right, welcome to the CCM Premier Pro review. Let's get it started. So I actually had tried this on for the very first time at Tendy Fest, hosted by the Hockey Shop. I'll put a badge or patch or whatever the hell it's called up there for you guys to click to their website. Okay, so one of the biggest things when I first got this was obviously the protection. But second was how square and big I felt to the shooter, and in turn made me feel more confident when you're facing a guy 1-on-0 from the corner or whatever. Felt big up top, and as well as the protection. So confidence was number one. Number two, I haven't felt many stingers, if any, especially in the arms where you have the D3O. I'm not going to go into the D3O details. If you do want to know more about it, click the up top here. Hockey Tutorial is a great video. I have to recommend, if you are going to go and try this on, or you're going to look into the CCM Premier Pro chest protector, is take your pants with you. This part here will either make or break it for you. I tuck in, and I found that if I didn't have a string from my Bauer pants that attached to this little loop here to keep my chest down when I make saves and untechnical saves and diving, this part flaps out. If I give too much slack between the pants and the chest protector, this part will come up and fold out like that. However, I've now found the right tension I needed to ensure that this stays down and I get protected in the lower abdomen consistently. So take your goalie pants with you, number one, or if you have the Premier Pro, the new Premier Pro pants, these will connect in because they have their own system already designed for it. Yes, take your pants in with you. That'll really help you inform whether this is going to fit your play style or not and how you feel with it. The D3O is great in the arms especially. The D3O is critical. My last chest protector, it was wearing down, felt it big time in the arms, and even last night took a clapper straight to the D3O and didn't feel anything. It was absolutely phenomenal. Another perk and benefit I guess hidden benefit, at least for me, is I wear suspenders, but I don't have one. I've never had one of those clipping systems to keep the suspenders in, so they would actually come over top of over the floaters in the game, and in beer league they don't let you really take time to fix all that, so you got to do it on the fly. This is really nice because when I put the suspenders on, it sits underneath the floater and they stay in place, no issues. Lots of big protection along the side here for the ribs. Felt great, taken a lot of shots and no issues. One thing I would recommend if you are like me, long legs, short torso, is I needed a large for certain aspects of my body, size large. But if you find, like I did, the arms were a little bit long, I ended up just putting some electrical tape to take 1/2 inch to 1 inch off on this little loop, plastic loop. It seems to be reinforced stitching, and so far no issues, about 25 to 30 times. And it doesn't look like it's coming undone. This was a point of concern for me when I first bought them, thinking this one clip is holding my arm in completely. But CCM looks like they've done their research and put in a good quality clip, so there's no issue. So far, no issues there, so stay tuned. Floaters, you can adjust them. It was really nice. When I first got them, I tried to do like kind of the cheater style, put them up as high as possible. Issue I ran into is I felt the mobility of my mask was really tough. I couldn't get all the way over, I was hitting the floater, and you can see there's probably a little bit of wear from those first few games from my mask doing that. One thing I would have liked to see them do better, even though it is a huge upgrade for me compared to what I'm used to. Love the Velcro, doesn't come loose in a game, you don't have to adjust. I just wish they had it on both sides. That's the one thing, it's just, I find when I tighten it or I get it to a spot, that one side's tighter than the other, and I'll find sometimes it'll pop out, especially if it'll pop out of my pants, especially if I don't have that front little lacing or string done up correctly to the right tension. What else was I talking about? One thing for you beer leaguers that I noticed, you know, for us who have a little bit of the beer bellies, one thing that could either make this annoying for you or really is not an issue at all is this belly pad. This belly pad here, when I stand up straight in like kind of the ready position for making a stop, I find that it sits right up against my stomach. And that's okay. I don't wear a shirt underneath because I just find it too hot. But if you don't like that feeling of this fabric being sweaty up against your stomach, or if you have a beer belly, you don't like that feeling a bit about it, I got a bit of one too. And so I've noticed that I could feel my stomach up against this fabric, which I didn't have before. And once again, nothing against CCM, that's just kind of our body types. So that's something to consider is when you put it on. One thing I do like is when you do get over into the resting position, this pops kind of out, it comes down, and you get some airflow. So in the ready position, you'll feel it a bit, it's ready for the shot, ready to protect you. But then when you go to like sit and rest and lean over your pads, it actually gets some nice airflow. So one thing I noticed as kind of as a perk or a plus to it, but also a negative, is it's tight up against your stomach, depending how loose and tight you have it, and that could annoy you if you don't like it. Or if it doesn't bother you at all, then this is a great perk. The one thing I felt that sold me on it almost right away was when I put it on, the arms and the chest feel like two pieces to a puzzle, and then when you put them up to kind of go into that blocking, they feel like they just connect and they make one big solid block. So if you're a blocking goalie, you'd probably like this. I didn't find any issues for you non-blocking goalies like myself. I'm a reactive goalie. I feel big in this. I can still react and make the saves that I need to. So I hope you all found something of this informative, hopefully a little bit entertaining. I appreciate you guys taking the time to spend with me here. This has been the review on the CCM Premier Pro. I'm gonna put links to pretty much anything you guys see in this video in the description below. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe and follow, or come check us out on Instagram or our website at ultimatehockeyfancave.com. Thanks for tuning in to Cave Reviews, and go check out the CCM Premier Pro goalie chest protector. So Landon's gonna take a couple shots on me just with the chest protector and CCM giant goal stick. Hold on, gotta clean the crease. Oh man, this has got like loose chiclets all over the place here. Okay. Okay.
No mask.
No mask. Oh. That one was close to the mouth. This might not have been a good idea. I think we only need a couple. There you go. Yeah, root protection all along the side. Get out of here.
Oh, check.
Oh, I learned this from the How to Goalie. Get a chance, just cover it with the stick until you get the whistle. Cover it. Break out. Backhand sauce. Yeah, P3O. Oh yeah. God, you're crazy. Yeah.
You're nuts, man.
You should have seen a couple of the ones before, man.
That's insane. Now what are you wearing in your face?
I'm not risking anymore. I already got a little blood here, but it's fine. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to Ultimate Hockey Fan Cave's reviews. Today, the CCM Premier Pro chest protector. Make sure you go hit the subscribe, the likes, check out all the links in the bottom. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and we will see you next time from the Ultimate Hockey Fan Cave.